Reading is the closest thing to a cheat code in real life. Let me tell you why. People who write books are literally giving you wisdom, lessons that they learned over the years of them living, especially as a young person. Reading those lessons and what they've learned and what they've got out of their time in this world, it can literally put you steps ahead, miles ahead, and you'll be running laps around people in your age bracket who decide not to read. Literacy rates in this country are declining. People who decide to engage in reading, the numbers are declining. And what that means for you as a person watching this video, if you can have that mindset shift and say, hey, let me pick up a book and read a book, it'll put you ahead because you're learning knowledge that people who didn't pick that same book up, or people who didn't pick a book up at all, they're not learning. And that is how you can get ahead, by reading books. It'll give you an unfair advantage that most people won't even look to get. Growing up, they made you read books in school, and you might have thought, hey, this is stupid, I don't really want to read about this. But once you find a topic that you really care about, maybe for you it might be finances, it might be taxes, it might be self-improvement, it might be fitness, whatever that is for you, learn that. And that'll put you ahead, because if you're passionate about it and then you decide to really dive in deep and learn about it, it'll put you on a trajectory to where you know so much about the subject, you can literally teach other people about it, and you can put yourself in a sphere where you're an expert at something, and that is how you can monetize it. And not just with being able to monetize it, but just being knowledgeable on stuff is always good. Finances is something that you can help you in everyday life. So first book that I read relating to finances, and the first book in general that I read that I felt helped me get to where I am today, was Rich Dad Poor Dad. My mentor bought it for me when I was at 16 years old. I was in high school, and I started questioning what I wanted to do in life, and it felt like school wasn't really something that I was super passionate about, and I didn't really know if I wanted to go to college. And I told my mom I wanted to get into real estate, and she hooked me up with someone, and he taught me to read and seek knowledge. And the first book that he bought me was Rich Dad Poor Dad. And in reading that book, my life was changed forever, because it taught me that mindset shift from what poor people teach their kids into rich people teach their kids. And that's what got me on the trajectory today to learn about financial literacy, living below my means, investing, saving, and just that overall financially free mindset. And that can be a book for you. It might not be Rich Dad Poor Dad. I do recommend that book to anybody watching who hasn't read it, but that book can literally be anything. Maybe you just want that mindset shift. Maybe you go get a David Goggins book and you learn a mindset shift to where your life has changed forever. Maybe you read a book about systems and how you can change your life by implementing daily systems. Atomic Habits, that's another book that talks about that same thing, stacking daily habits so you can change your life. There's so many books out there with so many different topics that can literally change a thought that you have and put it in perspective on how you can change your life. So that's why you need to be reading books. There's a reason why they didn't allow the slaves to read. The reason why is because reading frees your mind. If you want to free your mind and live that dream life that you dream of, read books about how you can do that. Read books that point you in that right direction and take that teleportation to the future that you want to live. It'll get you there faster. It'll improve your life. It'll slow down your mind, like I mentioned, and it'll just put you in a better overall space in life, I feel. So I recommend you to join me and aim to at least read a book this year if you haven't read any books at all. Say aim for more, but start with one, and once you start building that repetition of reading books, you might end up reading 6 books this year or more. So aim for 10 pages a day if you want to just start small and just compound it. Let it compound. 10 pages a day ends up being 300 pages in a whole month. So that's usually about a size of a book. So you can really read a book a month if you just lock in. So I'll catch y'all in the next video. I hope y'all really enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.